Well, whatever else I want to do, Tamati is insisting that we go find his drug stashes. So I guess that'll be on the agenda. Let's head over here and see how we want to equip this dude. So, alright, he's got fancy gun with not a ton of bullets. That's not going to be nice. It's a nice and quiet gun, but what do we have a lot of bullets for? Because I've got, okay, I'll just fill you in on my long-term plans here. I want to take out this infestation to keep my morale in check. I do want to complete his drug stashes mission. And I'm still really curious if I could find a way to deal with these horrific monsters down here. The hostile humans that I've been unable to fight up to this point. So I'm going to try some new theories about how I can fight them. Let's find a partner. So because one of my main problems is that I need to recruit a sheriff, and that's going to, be difficult. Oh, hey, you're doing something wrong, Viva. Viva, you need to get down. Come on, Viva. All right. So anyway, because I need to recruit a sheriff, I think I should probably play a little fast and loose with the lives of my characters. Just because I can. Let's see. Okay, let's unload that gun. Ooh, this has some 7.62. Okay, let's grab this one. Let's grab these bullets. Okay, so my theory is that sniping was a bad move last time. Let's see what she's got. She's got a nice shotgun. Let's take the shotgun back. Let's take the fire back. Let's take back as much stuff as we can. And then, and then let's give her an automatic weapon. So the theory, the theory that I've been working with now is that what matters isn't doing damage to somebody with like headshots. Sniping is not going to work. My theory is that what's going to work is hitting them multiple times after they're down. So let's just drop off all of this stuff we don't need. So I'm going to bring with me some explosives and fire especially, to keep damaging them. I'm bringing a nice automatic weapon with me, and then she's also going to have an automatic weapon that she can just fire continuously. And let's make sure that I've got heals. Plenty of heals. There we go. Plenty of heals. And, some snacks too while I'm at it. Alright, so we are all outfitted to take down some terrible people. Oh, hey, look at that! I got my cars back! So, last session, these cars were all on top of my base because of a repair disaster. Now they're back. I think I'm still taking my scout car, though. I'm not made out of parts. Oh, Yoda BZH, before I go, had a question about the cat/penguin. You said it's behind the locker? Like over here? Oh, what? Oh, so I don't know who created this specific piece of graffiti art. I know that one of our long-term players, a guy named Lucas, did do a bunch of the graffiti art in the game. I don't know if that specific art is an example of that, though. That art could be one of our artists internally. I don't know. I don't think, if there's a specific story behind that specific image, no one's told me about it. It certainly doesn't have any deeper meaning in the lore of the franchise. It's just, I mean, it's a cat penguin. I mean, do you need a reason to have a cat penguin? I don't think so. Ah, hello, British guy. Oh, man, my controller batteries are low. We'll have to worry about that a little bit later. So Yoda says that they had... Oh, wait, here's the infestation. Yoda says that they had a car on top of the base that never came down. So I'm not sure... that it could be a more recent change? I really couldn't tell you. Oh, hello. Let's just not let that guy make any noise. Okay, yeah, we got her over the threshold where all the zombies around us were aggro, so she's just like, okay, it doesn't matter if I fire this gun. Alright, was that it? Okay, so the whole infestation spawned to the side of the building. Of course it did. Okay, so that was step 1. Step 2, finishing Tamati's mission. So let's go do that. And then we're going to confront those hostile humans again. And see if we can take some of them down. Like, I don't have to kill them all. You know, I just need to whittle them down. Because they don't replenish their numbers. As long as some... Because last time, I think a few of them actually did die, turn into zombies, and attack the others. And so I feel like I've made some progress, and I can make more. I mean, I realize that, you know, I could also just ignore them. They're probably not going to get cast in any, you know, future missions or anything like that. I could just sort of give them a wide berth. But, like I said, you know, I'm looking for a new sheriff anyway. It means recruiting a lot of people, which means making a lot of space in my inventory. So even if, I mean, my inventory, in my sort of population of my community. So even if I lose some people in the process, it's going to be worth it long term for my meta goals that have nothing to do with the story of the game. All right. Hello. All these zombies following the sounds of my engine. And whoop. Okay, you think you can deal with that one, Viva? I'll run in here.
Check in later.
It's funny that we're at the shady old barn looking for pharmaceuticals. Where else could this stuff be? I mean, that was the official place you find things. Oh, here we go. Normally missions are really bad at putting things in the correct slots. That's kind of surprising. We actually recently made effects on our end to make it more likely that stuff will actually show up in reasonable containers. But in this build, it's actually kind of magical when it happens. So Jedi Cytric showed up, and apparently the first line that I was saying was, hostile humans. I don't have to kill them all. I just gotta whittle down their numbers. Alright. Oh. Huh. I didn't know that Thom was non-binary. Interesting. Just noticing that in the text down there. Okay, so I'm not actually headed that way. I'm headed over here. So, if if Tamati dies, Tamati's mission is going to get canceled. But the only person who'll be sad about that is Tamati, who'll be dead. So, I'll have bigger things to worry about. Okay, so, the question is, how do I approach this place? I'd like to narrow the area they can come out of. I'd like to also fill this thing with... Oh, gosh. Zombies! Fine, let's get out. Oh, whatever. Okay, some of them are still injured. That's interesting. Okay, so now I've got to do damage to him while he's on the ground. Okay, freaking zombies. I'm not here for you. Oh, that's Viva. Ah, I thought that was one of the bad guys. Okay, we're actually making progress. Okay, gotta reload. I gotta shoot you on the ground. That's how it works. What the? Holy crap, this guy. Is he dead now? Okay, okay, hold on. Oh, I gotta heal. Now I'm all out of bullets. Yes, get him while he's down. Okay, okay, hold on. Oh. Stop. Okay, Viva got him. Viva got him. Oh, he's turned into a zombie now. The story of that animation. So, the animation where somebody turns into a zombie was actually like, that was not how I originally planned for them to go. I kind of expected that somebody would first die and then turn into a zombie, which means there'd be no writhing around. They would just die, and then they would creepily slowly get up. But the animator who was working on it, he found this reference of somebody flipping out on drugs. And the reference was so good, he just like, I have to make this animation. And so he like took this, image of somebody just sort of like writhing around on the ground, and he animated it, and it looked so crazy. Like, I mean, it looked kind of almost, the fact that it was actual human motion that felt so inhuman, it was disturbing to watch, the video, like somebody being that out of their mind, that they would behave that way. It was crazy. So it just, I don't know, it felt like it was more realistic than you would expect a sort of writhing zombie transformation animation to be. And so, despite the fact that it wasn't originally the way that I pictured it working, I got on board, and it was actually, it turned out to be a really cool animation. All right, yeah, I'm just going to grab I mean, these people have garbage equipment, but... So, yeah, there were not as many of them as there were last time. I think I did actually whittle them down the first time through. I'm just going to grab things that are worth mulching into parts, basically. Oh, that hammer's not bad. Oh, no. I know what I need. Hold on, let's... Hey, Aviva, do you want to carry some of this garbage stuff? Okay, you take that, and that, and that. Because I'm going to find Leroy Jenkins's dead body. That is over here. Leroy Jenkins has got some good stuff. Leroy Jenkins has even more good stuff than that. Oh, Viva, you got some space in your inventory still? Here, you take this and this. Oh, is that heavy? Oh, sorry, Viva. Let's grab some more. He had so much stuff. Holy crap. Some of the good heals. A Bowie knife. Tamati definitely gets the Bowie knife. Extra bullets. Okay, it's a room there's no room in the car either, is there? Do we have a... Oh, we do have an outpost nearby. Oh, and some survivor activity nearby, too. And a bloater. Let's avoid the bloater. Actually, one thing I should do, just in case we run into a feral or something, is load up that other gun. Do I still have it in my inventory? I gave it to Viva, didn't I? Oh, now we've got a confusing time here, because I think both of us have full inventories. All right, Viva, hold on. Let me drop something. Let me drop that. Who needs that knife anyway? All right. Viva, why don't you give me this gun? Then I'll give you... Yeah, you're carrying an ammo press in your back. There you go.
I don't know who they are. We're not alone.
What? What? We gotta kill some random people? I mean, I just killed a bunch of people. I mean, you know what? I mean, I am trying to learn how this goes. Sure, I'm in. Let's go kill the neighborhood watch. Very well chosen name, game. I appreciate you. So where are we headed? Way up there, huh? How about before we go up there, we at least hit up that site. We can swap out some of our equipment. It'll be great. So Smug Rainbow Pony is impressed with Tamati's hoodie, which, yeah. This whole, like... So we had Shark Hoodie Guy in the first game, right? And then our costume artist, one of our character artists, the one who comes up with all of our outfits, who is amazing at her job, just, like, went nuts on these animal hoodies. And it's great. It's like one of my favorite things about our game is that we've got this thing that nobody else does, because why would they? Alright, we're going to drop off some stuff over here. Right in here. Alright, what do we not need? I mean, I love this assault rifle, but I did just blast through all of its bullets, so... And C4, I don't know, humans are mobile enough. I don't know how good that's going to be. I've got a lot of heals. Let's stack them a little more efficiently. I want to keep the fire. Hey, Viva. Let's take some of your heavy stuff away. This and this. You're not going to find use for that. Or that. So I found out that there actually was... there was a little bit of an AI bug that was preventing friendly humans from using grenade launchers against enemies, against human enemies. And so just grab all that. Oh, you know what? I mean, do I have room for the parts? I can take the parts too.
No way I can fit this.
All right. And so there was, when I loaded, when I brought that grenade launcher with Leroy Jenkins, thinking that he was going to be spamming the enemies with it, the opposite happened. He never even fired it at them. He did fire it at some zombies and also my car, I believe, but not the enemies. So if we're going against hostile humans, no particular reason why Viva needs to be carrying this around. I think I will grab some bandages, though, because I also found out, I never realized this was even a feature. I don't know when or who anyone did this. Apparently, your companions will use bandages if they have them in their inventory. They won't do it in the middle of combat. They'll do it outside of combat. But it's only bandages. It's not other things. It's not no painkillers, no anything else. And I'm like, okay, this is a neat feature. And I believe that they'll use the bandages and won't expend the bandages. Like, you'll still have it's just like the way they use ammo. And I'm like, this is a neat feature. Can we make this bigger and make it make more sense? Because no one's ever going to figure out that that's a thing you can do. Ever. So, I mean, no one just, like, loads up bandages on their followers just because they think their followers will use bandages and not other things. Like you'd have to be told that. So... At least, so apparently that's what works. I haven't tested it out myself, so we'll give these bandages to Viva and see if she actually uses them. Yeah, so I think that somebody, while we were working on the game, somebody got the feedback that it was frustrating that you could have that your followers would never heal themselves, and so they tried to fix it, but it's just like they fixed it in a way that no one was ever going to use. Okay, let's just deal with these zombies first. I think the bad guys aren't coming after us yet. I deliberately parked on the side that didn't have an opening.
I got a hostile on my radar.
Fire in the hole!
I just shot at my friend. suddenly, now that I know what I'm doing, this isn't nearly as hard as it was before. Like back when I thought that sniping was going to work, that was a problem. Back when I thought that grenade launchers were going to be helpful, that was a problem. What just happened there? That wasn't too bad. I brought a lot of people with me, some automatic weapons, and some fire, and it worked. And so now, now, now if we nerf the hostile enemies because of the bad experience I had before, now people who know what they're doing might have an easier job, unless we specifically think through like what would have made the reasonable stuff I tried the first time successful without making what happened just here ridiculously easy. I don't know. It's going to take a lot of thought. And I think it might be sort of a deeper problem to solve than just tweaking a couple of stats here and there. So the person on the radio who just said, as long as we keep making smart decisions, right after I searched fast and attracted a bunch of zombies, felt a little sarcastic to me.
Open your eyes. Here they come.
Ah, some food. Now you guys deal with the zombies. I'll search through all the containers for the loot. That's cool. Oh, hey, a vending machine. That's fine. I didn't want coffee anyway. You guys done yet? Oh, love that weapon. All right. Hey, Anton. What's up? That it? You just gonna run off? All right. See ya. See you later. Okay. Let's... Now, I think there's no room in the trunk right now, but I think that my car is almost out of gas. Ow! Get off my face! Yeah, no room, but... Hey, Viva! Would you like to have a beautiful set of knives? There you go. No. 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 Oh, best animation in the game. All right. No. No, no, no. Okay, I gotta catch up with chat. Oh, hey, Smug Rainbow Pony. So Smug Rainbow Pony just got back from a technical meeting. And says that they were exhausted. Yeah, so my favorite meetings are the ones where I can actually, like, I only have to monitor them, and I don't have to participate very carefully, which means I can get other work done in the background. Like, I can be paying attention to the meeting enough that I can tell if somebody needs my attention on something. But I can also get other work done. And my time feels so efficient. I'm still in that zone where, I haven't been the design director of State of Decay 2 for very long. And I still sort of tend to evaluate my own day, how good I feel about my day by how much, personal implementation work I get done. And that's not supposed to be what I'm doing with all of my time. I'm supposed to actually be, doing things like this, playing the game and studying it and making sure that, that we're staying on track and that we're solving the right problems. And, I'm supposed to be, keeping my eyes open for the forest and not just the trees. But I just, after years and years of working in the game industry where just, productivity was, the main thing that mattered, to my value to a studio, it's hard to spend a day not personally checking something into the game that fixes something or improves something or adds something. So I always just feel at the end of the day like even if I've done a lot of really valuable things, I still feel like garbage at the end of the day if I haven't built something. So actually, I appreciate some of the conversations we have on here. Occasionally, I've come out of these streams with some idea for a small thing I can add or fix or change in the game that will then make me feel like my day was productive, even though it's not really my job to do that kind of stuff. Because I just kind of, I don't know. I think I just sort of came up in the industry with a kind of a, I don't know, I guess just a blue-collar work ethic about game development, where it's not I don't think of myself as being like this artiste who sits in an ivory tower and theorizes about, you know, my grand vision of game design. It's just, oh, you know what? I've got 2 bounties to turn in. Let's go over here. Instead, I think of myself as like a craftsman, you know, and I've got to like, you know, you got to get all that sheetrock up in a day, you know, that kind of thing. That's sort of the way I think about my work. So, oh, what, zombies? Are there zombies around here? What? Who let the zombies into this game? Go away, zombies. Oh, Cash's best suit. Here, yeah, you watch my back. I'm gonna talk to this guy here. Okay, so we're gonna just get some influence. We've already got the biker vest. And then we got a PPQ-45. Sure, why not? So, what else are we gonna grab here? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. We didn't make a huge deal about the fact that the pawn shop pack was back, but it totally is. Because it's March now, so juggernauts with rifles, bloaters while crouched. Oh, I can do bloaters while crouched. Zombies with heavy weapons, screamers with fire. Oh, yikes. Plague hearts. We're out of plague hearts. Can't do that one. Craft 20 Molotovs. Can I just do that right now? How many Molotovs can I do? Let's see here. 6 at a time for 3 fuel. They're not the most valuable things in the world, but how many did we just do? Enough. That's what matters. All right. Let's turn this guy in and get the wormling. What else you got for me here, Cash? I can use those to kill screamers with fire. It's a lot of screamers. It's a lot of screamers. I feel like I might need to plan a different map with a different community or something to get that many screamers. I've been keeping my infestations under control.
That wasn't so bad, but we need to prepare for worse.
Oh, yeah, it looks like they had the siege without me back there. More feral killing, but I can't kill them with heavy weapons and with a shotgun at the same time. I should run around with a shotgun. Ooh, make 10 cups of coffee. I could probably do that. But why do I want to? It's just influence. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should... Oh, wait. 4 enclaves to allied status. Huh. Interesting. So I do want to recruit some people, but I don't need to get them to allied status to recruit them anymore. So I could grab this one. It might mean that I should start another game up on the side to work on it, though. I've still got time. I've got time. Oh, hey, you know what? Recruit 3 survivors. I should definitely grab that one.
That won't be easy, but I have faith in you.
Do I? Oh, do I not have this? Oh, this is ferals with explosives. Oh, you know what? Okay, I don't have this hat yet.
That won't be easy, but I have faith in you.
But we just got our grenade launcher back. So that might actually be possible. I could carry that around.
You know how it sucks when your weapon breaks off in a zombie's head?
Yeah, this is good.
Shop facility can keep your gear in tip-top shape.
So we're going to be recruiting people anyway, so we'll grab that recruitment one. We're going to be...
Incoming. Flee now or forever hold your...
Oh, there's a feral, but I don't have a shotgun. Viva used to have a shotgun. But yeah, now that we know there's a feral here, we can come back with a shotgun and get this feral. That's what we should do. Let's head home, get a shotgun, mark this feral, and come back to him. Oh, wait. Is that bloater too close? Is it going to stumble? There we go. We're getting out of here, Viva. All right. Let's park here, drop off our stuff, and then re-equip ourselves. I didn't mean to say shotgun. I meant to say explosives. Oh, yeah, right. And we've got... There we go. We completed the mission. Let's drop off the wormling and all the other stuff we don't need in our pockets right now. All right. And then Viva, what do you have? Oh, did I already drop off the... I better have already dropped off the grenade launcher. I'm pretty sure I tossed it in the supply locker. Yes. There it is.
Going far with all this.
Let's drop this stuff off. And then, actually, what else do I have that would be good against... Like remote box mines, for instance. To kind of knock it silly first, and then I can hit it again to knock it out. A pursuit mine. Landmines. Yes, that's what we need. I don't want to waste my C4 on it in case we go to another map. I want to take out some plague hearts.
Going far with all this.
Okay. I'm keeping a proper gun with me. Actually, that's a heavy one though. Let's bring a different gun as backup because something very light, like a microdot PPK. Yeah, that works. All right, let's repair it, and then yeah, it's a 22. Okay, yeah, we've still got plenty. That works. Actually, that PPK. Let's put a brake on it, make it a little bit more powerful. And before we head out, I should really catch up with the chat. Luckily, no one's using my new Jeffrey's not reading the chat emoji, so maybe it hasn't gotten too bad yet. But let's catch up here a little bit. So, no on my 78 said, I'm just now working on the screamers with fire bounty. It's so fun to watch them burn. And my favorite thing is to just like go to an infestation in a very small space, open the door, and just throw fire inside. Just, you know, and everything burns. It's great. Oh, so Conservative Gaming says, what I should do if I want to take out those screamers is just ignore my infestations for a while, let them build up, and then when they're all 3 screamer infestations, I can go and take them all out at once. That's pretty good advice, actually. Oh, so Jedi Psych Tricks has a question. She says, if someone downloads and plays a game on Game Pass, does that benefit the developers at all? So I can't... there's a couple reasons why I can't let you in on all the details of that. Number one is I'm pretty sure that they're like... Oh, crap. I'm pretty sure that they're like trade secrets that I can't share. But also, I've forgotten most of them. And so that's another reason why I can't talk about them. Okay, so did... Oh, I just realized I need to equip this. All right, so unfortunately, there's a lot of other zombies around that feral. And so if we're going to be able to isolate the feral and just deal with the feral, we're going to have to deal with these frickin' zombies first.
Fire in the hole!
That was useless, wasn't it? But yeah, but it's definitely, so that actually was, I don't know, that was a worry that we had before we were owned by Microsoft. You know, right now, I mean, certainly for Microsoft first-party studios, yeah, Game Pass is great for us because it helps our parent company. And so there's nothing wrong with us being on Game Pass. I think we were a little bit worried about it early on just because, you know, before we even understood how the economics of it worked. Like when we were an independent developer, I think, you know, there were some doubts on our side about like, is this going to be good for us? Is Game Pass going to help us or hurt us? But it has turned out to be good for us. I just, again, like, I don't think what little I actually, because I'm not into, you know, the marketing and business side of it. So there's a lot of knowledge gaps on my side. So I'm nervous about. Oh my gosh, Viva. Seriously? I mean, okay, yeah, you're a great shot, Viva. You're a great shot. I mean, wow. I mean, you are a great shot.
I got the brainless.
I did not bring you to do that. So yeah, so unfortunately, yeah, there basically there are, you know, there are calculations that people can do to sort of figure out the contribution that someone is making via Game Pass to the overall, you know, success of the program. You know, and so I guess I'll just sort of say that, like, there's definitely people don't just make this deal for no reason. You know, there's always a good reason why somebody goes for the for being on Game Pass. It's all just, yeah. So I wouldn't feel like, you know, reticent about trying games on Game Pass, you know, playing them on Game Pass for fear that you're hurting the developers. Certainly, if you try it on Game Pass and then for some reason you decide to buy it yourself anyway, like for instance, if it's going off Game Pass and you decide that you want to keep owning the game and so you buy it, that's also really good for the developers. I definitely, you know, encourage people to do that. Sometimes, you know, a game that I like on Game Pass, I'll end up buying it on a different platform. Like I'll buy it on the Switch or something like that so I can play it in a different context. That's excellent for the developers. But yeah, I wouldn't say that, you know, like getting something on Game Pass is a mistake or is harmful or anything like that. I think it's a good program. People do benefit from it, and I just I can't remember all the details of why, and I also couldn't tell you anyway, even if I could remember them. So, but that's the impression that I've got. I don't feel any shame grabbing games on Game Pass. Let's see here. Oh, so Prime and Rhyme says, today I literally got stuck in animation while opening my trunk and the entire game was stuck. I couldn't even open the base menu or the options menu. I had to quit out the game through the task manager. I'm so sorry that happened. I'm pretty sure we're aware of that, and someone has been working on fixes for that kind of situation. I feel like if I've heard of the bug, then probably someone's working on a fix. Is my general assumption. But I'm really sorry that happened to you. That sounds really frustrating. I mean, part of why I do these streams is so that I can experience a lot of the stuff that players at home are experiencing firsthand and make sure that I'm actually having the real experience. Like, yesterday, I had my first, case of repairing a car and having it explode, which was great. Even though, you know, that can be a frustrating experience, it was great for me because it was something that I needed to see. You know, I needed to experience it firsthand. Because it's so easy for there to be a thing that happens to a lot of players and still have it be rare enough. Like, if you've got, you know, millions of people playing your game, something can be very rare and still happen to a lot of people. And so it could be something that I've never seen myself, that would never turn up in our, you know, in our testing process or anything like that, but still ends up affecting, you know, thousands of people. And so having the experience of seeing this stuff happen is good for me. It's good for us. Okay, we got fuel. Napalm grenades. Just without a second thought. Got to grab those. That's kind of all I want. Well, the camp heater. That's a boost in morale. I do like morale. Big fan. These are all morale things. Alcohol is about morale. Who would have thought? All right, so... I mean, I've got tons of influence, so why not just grab more stuff? Ingridson said, I started playing State of Decay 2 because of Game Pass and ended up only playing State of Decay 2. Well, you know, that is good for us. I think that the more people, you know, get Game Pass specifically to play State of Decay 2, the better that is for us. That definitely makes us look good. So I appreciate that. There are a lot of great other games to try on Game Pass, though. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure that's how I got Subnautica. I've been playing Subnautica like crazy, and I think I got that on Game Pass. Not anymore, because I beat it. Now I'm just waiting for the sequel to come out. I'm pretty sure the sequel's not going to come out on Game Pass, and I'm going to buy it, and that's totally cool as well. Okay, so all of my cars are in the worst shape now. If I repair them again, I'm wondering if they'll do the same explosive trick again. Okay, let's drop off the unnecessary bits. Okay, all this stuff is the stuff that I want to use to go feral hunting. Of course, Tamati's getting tired. And we've been streaming this for a little while. So I think maybe what we'll do right now, let's clear this stuff out of Tamati's inventory. Somebody else can pick up the slack in a later session. And so I think and Viva, you know what?
See you soon.
You were helpful. I mean, you are a very good shot. I'm impressed with you. You shot a feral I did not want you to shoot, so you got to go away. So yeah, okay. So what did we accomplish? The main thing we accomplished was, boom, these people are gone. We cycled out our bounties. And ooh, there's a feral over there, and a feral over there. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. I was gonna wrap this up, but there's 2 ferals out there right now, just asking to get annihilated. And here I've got Herb. And Herb hates ferals. Herb absolutely hates ferals. He's got a special hatred for ferals. And so we're going to have to load this dude up. Let's grab him all those explosives. The remote box mines, the pursuit mines. Whistling box mines, not really as necessary. Bunch of this stuff. Fire to get out of danger. You know, we need to have some better heals just in case something bad happens. What could go wrong? I'm just attacking some ferals. Okay, wait, we're traveling heavy now. That might not be good for us. Nope. That's how it's got to be. We're just going to be traveling heavy. It's fine. It's fine. What did I just get rid of? I forgot now. Whatever. I just need more of this and more of that. Yeah. Oh, snacks. That's what I was... Yeah, snacks. Okay. Okay, we're traveling heavy, but we're good. What we're going to do, probably, is just stand still and fight a feral. Oh, wait. Oh, gosh. One thing we're going to need, though, is a repair kit. Let's make ourselves a toolkit. Toolkit. Where are those? They're right here. Toolkit. Boink. All right. Let's find out if the good car is going to get annihilated again. So the theory is that part of what causes these cars to explode... Oh, I made a toolkit. I didn't pick up a toolkit. Dang it. Let's make another one, too, while we're at it. That was ammo. Stop. Toolkit. Okay, let's grab a couple of toolkits.
I can't carry that much.
Oh, really? All right, here we go. Grabbed a couple of toolkits. I love that periodically somebody notices Tamati's outfit and comments on it. All right, let's see if this car flies away this time. Let's see if the door comes flying in from the outside and smashes it. Oh, it didn't. Oh, weird. Cool. All right. Well, hey, let's repair the Viking too while we're at it. I'm sure everything will be fine. It was. Okay, great. Do we have like enough gas and stuff? As a gas, you know what? Let's grab some gas out of the back of the survey car. I was skeptical at first about changing the way that we launch those interaction prompts. It used to be that it was only the orientation of your character's body that determined whether, you know, what interaction prompt you got. Now we use the camera. Basically, actually, we kind of use both. What we do is...
This is the network calling. One of our
a character will be facing in a direction, and sometimes they'll have multiple things in front of them they could interact with. And so the facing of their body will determine which set of things they could interact with, but then the direction of the camera will determine which exact one gets prompted. And so if you're mostly just using your body to orient and you're only getting near one thing at a time, then wait, did I just hear another? Oh, I just heard another feral. Okay. Where's this feral? Oh, there it is. I just want to lead it away from the other zombies. So I'm just dealing with the feral. All right. Wow. Okay. I think that I can't tell if it was the grenades landing in the water that made them less effective at first. No, screw you. Okay. That's interesting. That is worth looking into, actually. I'm going to make myself a note real quick. Let's see here. Grenade launcher into water. I should give that a try. I should experiment with that more in the game, because that kind of grenade feels like it should definitely do normal damage, even if it lands in the water. A lot of our explosives are definitely hindered by water. Some of them don't even go off if you throw them into water. But that one feels like it should definitely work just as well in water. Ah.
Time to give your neighbor a hand. Or two.
Oh, an infestation mission. Actually, that might... Okay. Here we go.
That's my last one.
Okay. Oh, get off. Ah, come on. No. Got him. Whew. That is actually one of the hardest bounties to complete. We have... Okay, come on. Snacks. Ah. No. No. All right. There we go. All right, we're free. Oh, gosh, more guys. Okay. Okay. Well, that was worthwhile. That was actually, like I said, that was one of the hardest bounties to get. It's one of our least completed bounties in the game, because killing ferals with explosives is not easy. So if you're interested in getting that bounty, that's kind of how you do it. You load yourself up with explosives, you try to hit the feral with something, and then while it is shaken, because explosions they'll knock a feral around, but they won't actually knock it out. They won't actually kill it unless you hit a bunch of times. But while it's in that stunned state, if you hit it again with an explosive, you have a decent chance of killing it. And so keeping but most of our explosives have like timers on them, right? Like you can't just hit a zombie with it and it instantly explodes. It's things like, grenades, pipe bombs, dynamite, stuff like that. And so it's really hard to hit a feral. Like ferals move so fast, they dodge around, they're really aggressive, and so hitting them with normal explosives is really tough. You can sometimes hit them with like one when they're unaware, but then hitting them with a second one before they get up and come chasing after you and move and get out of range of the explosive is really rough. And so if you've got a grenade launcher, you bring the grenade launcher with you, have it in your equip slot, and then if you can hit them with any other explosive first, while they're reeling, you then hit them with the grenade launcher and take them out. So I'm kind of proud of myself. And oh, wait a minute. Why didn't I stop by the bounty broker? We're stopping by the bounty broker. What was I thinking? So Smug Rainbow Pony is one of my rare breed of viewers who does not actually play State of Decay 2. And they're asking, so is there narrative and story in State of Decay 2, or is it all systems? So State of Decay 1 had a specific story, but we found that a lot of our players actually avoided the story and avoided ending the story. And they actually played an expansion we did called Breakdown that had very little story. We're like, oh, people are playing this as a systemic game. And so when we made State of Decay 2, we made it largely systemic. There's very little, there's very little narrative in the game. I have got a bomber hat, and it's great. Okay, what the? Okay, no, I'm not using that on you. You don't deserve a grenade launcher. But there actually were a fair number of players who felt the lack. You know, once we went sort of with a game that was basically all systems. I mean, there is a story in the tutorial. There are stories to some of the, the things that can happen along the way, the endings that can play out. A lot of those have story to them, but it's not one particular story. It's like a combination of little vignettes that you sort of assemble into your own story in the game, which that is the kind of game that I like. And so, that's kind of, but there were a lot of players in our audience who were like, hey, no, I actually really liked the story of State of Decay 1, and I wanted to have more story like that. So that's one of the reasons why we made State of Decay Heartland. State of Decay 2's expansion, Heartland, which is, it's free with the Juggernaut edition. If you buy State of Decay 2, you get Heartland along with it. It used to be a separate DLC pack. But, okay, let's equip that, send that away. There we go. And I should actually go repair that other car at some point. Because that actually, it's State of Decay 2, but with a linear story. Now, a lot of the systemic stuff is tamped down. Like, I mean, resources are very... People, in a previous session, we were talking about the fact that resources are very plentiful. A lot of the challenge of managing your community is toned way down in Heartland, and it's mostly there to tell a story in Trumbull Valley, which is the setting of the original State of Decay. So it's like it's like you get State of Decay 1, the sort of vanilla version that was this story in Trumbull Valley. State of Decay 2 has a DLC, which is kind of chapter 2 in that same story of, what happens in Trumbull Valley. And we'll see, if at any point we get the opportunity to go back to Trumbull Valley and tell even more story there. I kind of feel like Trumbull Valley is sort of the setting of the story of State of Decay, at least, so far across the board. We send you to other places, and we have other maps, but the heart of the story really is in Trumbull Valley. But anyway, so it's interesting. It's especially, when we were a smaller developer with fewer resources early on, especially when we were developing State of Decay 2, you kind of have to pick your focus, right? You can't just make a game that is all things to all people. And so we ended up focusing really heavily on the systemic side. And then later on, as we got feedback that people, really wanted more story, we put some effort into the narrative side to try to bolster that. And we've actually been thinking a lot, sort of internally, about how we can do that even more. Like not necessarily so one approach was to do Heartland, which was a standalone. When you're playing Heartland, you're playing through this particular story. That's one way that we could do it. But there might also be other ways that we could actually sort of feather more story into the core game without disrupting what's good about the core game, what's good about playing the systemic core game. So we've been looking into that because, we feel like this game, the stories you can tell in State of Decay are actually really cool, and we've got some really good storytellers at the studio who love the opportunity to tell stories in the zombie apocalypse. And so so anyway, so hopefully we'll find. I'm hoping that the franchise over time is going to find sort of the perfect happy medium somewhere where it's like we get the right amount of story and the right amount of flexible systems that people feel like they're getting everything that they need in one package. It's kind of hard. We kind of end up sort of wobbling back and forth a lot, to different extremes. But yeah. Anyway, I hope I did a good job of sort of like answering the question while still not, and talking about sort of the way we think about this for the future without actually revealing anything. Because I think I've given you nothing to work with when it comes to just what we're actually planning to do in the future. Because, you know, we're not quite to the point where we can talk about that yet. You know, we released update 24, and we warned people, you know, there's going to be a little bit of a delay before the next update because we're working on big stuff. And right now, I can't talk about the big stuff. Even on the State of Decay 2 stream, you know, we're sort of moving into a zone where we're doing, you know, streams about other topics and stuff like that. We want to keep the stream alive and keep the audience going, let them know that we're always there. But at the same time, you know, it's going to be just a little while longer before we can start talking about our next update. But I think you'll all be excited about it. From the feedback that I get in the chat generally, I feel like, you know, people will be excited about what we've got in store. So Fall Down is endorsing, Fall Don't Go Boom is endorsing Heartland being fun, which I always appreciate. So Stealthy Assassin says, with the cliffhanger ending at the end of Heartland, I really hope we're going to come back to Trumbull Valley and find out the answers to that. Yeah, that would be really weird if we were just to leave that cliffhanger ending just hanging there and never do anything with it. What is the Haven Protocol? Ah, man, I don't know. It is making me eager to go back to working on the thing I've been working on in my spare time, though. Smoke Rainbow Pony is like, latest leak news. Undead Labs is working on big stuff. See here. The Tank says, I like both facets of the game. Dead Space 2 did a cool thing, which was, though the main story was single player, the multiplayer maps had objectives and audio-based story elements built around the story moments from the single player, i.e. in multi, you're a security team working against the hero, but both your team and the hero are fighting the same aliens. So when, in single, they fire a solar ray discharge beam at the main character, and multi, you're the team sent to set off the array. That's pretty clever. I like that they sort of, like, you know, the multiplayer thing, which is more meant to be more like repeatable and systemic, they still make it apply to make it relevant to the core game. That's a pretty good idea. I like that. People are calling me a tease. Yep, that's my favorite thing, is answering questions while not answering questions. Okay, so it's been an hour. I've been streaming for an hour. We should probably take a break and switch games, or I'm going to get very tired. But look what we accomplished today. We finally defeated the shit kickers. We finally defeated that massive bugged enclave that should never have existed and that murdered 2 of my people. We've gotten revenge. We completed one of Tamati's drug stash missions because he will just not shut up about those. And we killed 2 ferals with explosives and got the bounty for it. I got a hat. Actually, you know what we're going to do? We're to celebrate. Who gets the hat? Because, like, Herb did it. But, I mean, look at Herb. Look at Herb. I can't put the hat on Herb. You know what? Carol's new. Carol's still wearing her same yellow hoodie she always had. What happens if we give her the hat? Absolutely nothing. Nothing happens if I give her the hat. What? Oh, that's right, because I need to change her shirt first. Well, I think I just took the hat off. She actually does kind of look like Carol from The Walking Dead, come to think of it. Okay, let's just put something else on her. Let's put the bomber hat on her. There we are. Yes! State of Decay hat with the Gibraltar Tricycle Club. For those of you who don't know, the Tricycle of Gibraltar was a feature in the map of State of Decay 1. When Brant and I were streaming State of Decay 1 all the time, we had the common experience that many players had of crashing into a tricycle and just wrecking our car. The tricycle didn't go anywhere. It was just rooted into the ground, and we would hit it. And Brant would always call that the Tricycle of Gibraltar. And so now we've got the Gibraltar Tricycle Club, and we're proud of it. So anyway, okay. I've been trying to get out of this stream get out of this session anyway. We are going to keep streaming, those of you who are with me live. I've been trying to get out of this session for a long time, and I just keep... that is not the right button. What the... Oh, wow, I have messed up. Interesting. Okay, I have somehow messed up my Stream Deck, so it is no longer doing the thing it's supposed to do.
Well, thanks.
Huh. Okay, well, I'm going to have to fix that. If you want to subscribe, there will be a button right there. The next session with the free people is going to be right here, so click that, and I'll try to figure out what's up with my Stream Deck.